Welcome to my channel. Get some colour in your life. This video we're going to do a simple landscape scene with a bit of a cottage. We're going to have a nice colour throughout this scene. I've limited my palette. So the colours I'm going to be using are mostly yellow ochre and French ultramarine. Just going to add touches of red. You could use any red to the ultramarine. You could use any blue perhaps for this scene. So it's really quite limited. So there's only sort of 3 colours going into the scene. So I've simplified the scene, and it's a scene that I've just made up and just sort of did as I wanted to do. So it's quite simple, quite wanted to keep things quite minimalistic. And you can see just a little bit of blue and yellow in the sky, just a simple sky. I'm letting that blue overlap. And I added some red to the blue just to darken it and get a little bit of a purpley colour. So I'm going to drag that across to make some distant clouds as well. So this scene, I wanted most of the scene I wanted to keep as a yellow ochre tone to it. So it's got this nice sort of feel, like a early morning scene or a late evening scene before sun setting. So it's got that sort of feel to it, and I like it. It's nice warm colour. I do love using yellow ochre anyway. So and yeah, you can see it's the first time I've used my Raphael Kolinsky brush. It's quite a nice brush. You can see the nice tip to it. So I will be adding these trees in initially with this. Just wanted to try it out. I don't know whether you like me, but I have bought all these brushes, and there's only 3 or 4 that I do actually use. So that's one of the things I'm going to try and do, is get around to using all the brushes that I've got in my folder. And I think it's just one of those bad habits that you tend to do as you paint more. You seem to just buy too much stuff, too much paper, too many brushes, and maybe an excessive sort of thing that you don't use. So let me know in the comments if you like this, if you do buy too much stuff, and just get the stuff that you've used and use it. There's no point having it just collecting dust. Okay, so the disclaimer is I did use I think it must be Van Dyke Brown to the scene. So it's really 4 colours. There really isn't any more than that. Just the ink that I'm adding towards the end with the pen. But you can see for the darks I've just added that The brown has helped get the darker tones. So just mix that with the yellow ochre and a touch of red, bit of French ultramarine. It's given me this really nice, rich, dark colour. So really, realistically, it's 4 sort of colours, and that's enough colours. You can make quite a lot of colours from 4 colours. So you got your red, yellow, and blue. So that's, you know, the nice sort of base, and you can mix either or together just to get these nice tones. So yeah, just a Van Dyke brown just to get these darks, and then I'll be using my fine liners just to pick up the darks and get some nice contrast. So especially for the buildings, the windows, the roof line, some of the trees and the post in the sort of road, I'll be using the fine liners, some ink just to make them pop just a little bit more. But that's pretty much it. They're the colours, and you don't really need to have too many colours in a scene if you're new to painting or watercolours. Some of the challenges can be mixing colours, or you know which colours to get. But if you just start off with a handful of colours, just get some primary colours and use them to mix, you can get most colours from just a handful. Your blue, yellows and reds. So yeah, just keeping everything simple, and maybe it's something you can have a go at yourself. Just limit your palette and just make up a scene, draw a house, and then just create a little bit of a background, a bit of a backdrop, some hills, some trees, and just go from there. I do love adding the fine liners to some paintings. It does offer that really nice crisp sharpness to the painting, especially if you use soft, almost pastel sort of colours and quite watery mixes. It does help to just tie those edges together and tie the whole painting, the scene together. So it's quite a nice thing to do. I do enjoy the pen and wash. There's many different pens you can get, but this is just a sort of a fine liner. I do like them in the packs. So you got different tips, different you get different size nibs. So you get these very thin, and then up to a sort of a bolder, even a thicker line. So they're quite nice to use. They're quite versatile. As long as you get pens that are water resistant and light fast, then you're quite happy to use watercolor as well. As long as it's dry, of course. But that's it. That's pretty much the scene done. I do appreciate you watching. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please do leave comments if you any suggestions, any ideas, or anything you want me to paint. This is the sort of scene that I'm quite comfortable with: landscape, sort of buildings, things like that. I have done portrait painting. You can see a few videos ago in my channel. I did sort of a portrait, and again I simplified the scene just using one colour, just to sort of, a portrait paint is quite difficult on its own anyway, so I just wanted to simplify that, so just using one colour. So there's ways around doing things and sort of making life easier for yourself, but it really doesn't have to be difficult. You can pick up a brush and just go for it, you know, really sort of just be free and learn what the paint does. If you're new to watercolor, I do have lots of different tips and different videos on how to improve and just different tricks along the way. I certainly wish they had YouTube when I began to paint, when I first started to learn. It's just something that I've done for quite some time and just learned as I've made mistakes and just from experience, I guess. So I really do appreciate watching. Please do give us a thumbs up. It really does help my channel to grow. And there we have it, just a simple landscape scene using only a few colours. So thanks for watching, and I hope you do like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.